Well, guys, let's go ahead and move on to this mid-credit scene. We find out why Nakia Lupita left after the blip, because she was pregnant with baby T'Challa. And I was always wondering when Queen Ramonda said this at the beginning before Namor popped up, like,
Yeah,
there's something that I need to tell you about your brother, your auntie. I guess that's the news that she was about to give Shuri. But yeah, baby, the
Prince T'Challa.
Prince T'Challa, he pops up. I don't like it at all. I didn't even like it in She-Hulk. She-Hulk, when baby Hulk popped up. I was annoyed with that. Scar, I didn't like that. I didn't like this either. It's cemented now. It's here and it's not going away. Damn it. I am not thrilled with this decision at all, man. Why did y'all have to include this mid-credit scene? It was this scene and the killing of Queen Ramonda that really just sent me over the edge. I mean, if y'all didn't have those two elements in this movie, I would be in a much better position. I wouldn't be loving this film, but I would be like, you know what? I was entertained by the movie. That made some creative decisions that I didn't like, but it was some hard circumstances that it was working with. It is what it is. Let's move on to phase 5. But these two things right here grind my gears. Eman, how did you feel about this post-credit scene with baby T'Challa?
So before I talk about him, I think that it was what irked me was, again, this whole scene felt forced in. It felt shoehorned in. Now, I didn't catch that the first time, but it was on the second time, and then even worse on the third time. I was like, y'all, like, outside of the queen saying like, hey, there's something I want to tell you, I was like, oh, okay, like she about to, like, hint at this. And then later,
you knew the first time.
Well, no, I didn't know the first time. I didn't know.
Okay.
So the second time, I'm looking for this now, right? And when you go watch it again, the first time the queen goes in there and visits Haiti or whatever, the kid is right there. Like, really, he's the first kid that pops up.
Oh, that runs by her.
That talks. He's the first one that's like, oh, hello, bonjour and stuff like that. And the queen's just like, hey, what's up? Okay, bye.
Oh, okay, I gotta go. Yeah.
And I was just like, wait a minute. But I thought, where's the grandma energy? You mean to tell me that you just gonna walk up and you're not gonna be like, where's my baby? Where's my you're not gonna say that?
That's true. Okay. I gotta go look for it.
Yeah. So to me, when you go back and rewatch it, I'm sitting here thinking like, unless she has no idea now that would make sense, right? Like if she had no idea that there was one, that would make sense. But the fact that she did know, and then when she shows up, because it doesn't look like she hangs out over there, she crosses the pond like that often,
right?
But the fact that she was there and you ain't even asked for your grandbaby, you ain't, there was like no little look of like, oh, there he go, like nothing, zero. Matter of fact, even Lupita was kind of like, okay, bye, kids. I was just like there is zero connection, even on a rewatch, that make you realize there's something special here. And that is where I was like, damn, y'all really just threw this in.
Wrote that in. Yeah.
You just wrote that in, and you didn't take the time to at least incorporate it organically. You tried by having Ramonda say like, oh, there's something I need to tell you. You tried, but you had all again, it's just not believable at that point. I'm like, I would not ever see, I don't care how dire the situation is, you're gonna want to see your grandbaby. That's true. But anyway, outside of that, I mean, I've done a whole video talking about this possibility when it was just a possibility. I've called it the uncomfortable compromise, because it is uncomfortable. And I've listed the pros and cons. I'd encourage people to go watch my video on that, because I think ultimately, at the end of the day, if you're a comic fan, you're not gonna like this. You know, like you're just not gonna like it. I think if you're a general MCU fan, no real connection to the comics or whatever, you'll probably be like, oh, okay, hey,
Cool.
yeah,
Right.
like look at the future, you know.
That's a great idea.
You know, to me, I'm just like, I feel bad for the older generation, the people that waited 53 years to see this character to be pulled after like 3 years, and they got to wait 10 more years for this to grow up. Like that sucks, you know. I don't know. For me, I'm just saying, like at the end of the day, y'all got a lot of legwork to do. You have a lot of work to do, because I am not going to be satisfied. I'm giving Marvel a pass to be like, okay, I don't like this, but I want to see you invest heavy. I want to see that same Tony Stark energy, that Captain America energy, that Thor. If Thor could get 4 movies, y'all better not treat this like a performative, symbolic gesture of, hey, look over there, remember Chadwick. Like, oh, look, see, we honored him, so there he is playing in the background. Nah, like develop. Okay. So I that's the best I can hope for right now. And I just hope that they don't, you know, I think that they have a fresh start, because one thing I know a lot of comic fans will say is Chadwick's T'Challa kind of fell short at times, you know, in turn. Now he didn't get a chance to really grow and develop as well. So, you know, let's be fair here. Usually it takes about 3 movies to really get that full arc of the character's story. But we didn't see a lot of his intelligence. We saw little glimpses of his fighting prowess. You know, we didn't see the black love, at least not with Storm. So I'm like, yo, if y'all could put all that stuff on the next generation,
man,
maybe, you know. But what I'll end with is, you know, you definitely want to check out my interview with Nate Moore, because I specifically asked him about this scene, and the information that he told me was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking. Good. It was good information, but it was like, damn.
No pressure. Do you know when you'll have that available?
They told me, like, because Disney had an embargo on it. They were like, if you talking spoilers, you can't post it until like the 20 something. So at least a week or two after the movie comes out. So I you know, but that's why I'm breaking up the interview. So by the time y'all see this, the first half will already be out, part 1, but part 2, I have to wait until their embargo lifts.
Okay. Well, the reason why I was asking, I was gonna tell everybody, hey, it's in the description box of this video. Maybe part 1 will be, but you know, you're gonna be subscribing to Eman's channel anyway.
Oh, you don't want to miss that one. You don't want to miss that one.
Yeah.
Elliot, man, how you feeling about this mid-credit scene, baby T'Challa, man? How you feeling, bro?
Well, while we're recording this on a Tuesday, I plan on seeing the movie tomorrow. So I'm going to actually, to Eman's point, that makes no sense that Ramona would just walk by her grandson. And I was just trying, when you said that, I'm like, wait. But then I was like, wait, when did she say that line to Sherry? That was much earlier in the film.
Much earlier. Well, she knew.
Yeah. So that is weird, unless she was really being undercover. Like, she don't want no one even. Yeah. But anyway, implications. When I saw that, I immediately thought of you, man. I'm like, oh, this is Marvel saying you want your recast. Here it is. Immediately where my mind went. But yeah, man, it's wild, man. I guess as far as, man, I guess phase 4, just in general, we got kids all over the place now. Wanda's got her kids. Thor got a kid now, and then we got another kid, T'Challa. So, if anything, as Eman said, as far as his payoff, at least the little kid need to be, I guess, messing around with the Young Avengers. And next time we see him, hopefully, again, building, at least trying to build that legacy of the character. Because if they're not using anything for that is a huge, frustration to the umpteenth degree. But I guess I had saw it coming. Number one, I didn't see any leaks, but you can kind of put 2 and 2 together when you heard some rumblings online. And again, staying away from the spoilers, but it's like I kind of. And then when Ramona said that your brother, I'm like, things are starting to line up. The key is off the table. But then even going back to Eman's part, as far as the way they wrote that in, you would think that Ramona would not risk a mother going on this secret mission that could have ended up killing her and leaving her son motherless. That just baffles me, just from a mother perspective. Why would you send another mother on this secret mission? So it's starting to sound like what Eman saying. It sound like a rewrite, or not a rewrite, just kind of like fourth quarter. Call Henry Cavill, get him in Black Adam type of a move. Fourth quarter, the pressure's being on for recast T'Challa. Let's try to, appease the fans. It does seem like it wasn't well thought out.
Yeah, man. It was completely unnecessary. I mean, if you didn't have this post-credit scene, the rest of the movie would not be affected in any way, shape, or form. But now that you included this, you have wrote yourself into a corner. You have to have them come back now. If y'all wanted to bring baby T'Challa, y'all could have even shot this and just been like, okay, let's not include it in the film because we just don't know yet what will happen. And it's funny because Kevin Feige came out and said, hey, we feel like at the time that it was just too early to recast T'Challa. They recasted Thunderbolt Ross. So I'm just thinking, if he felt that way, that would make me think, okay, we have a change of heart now. Cut the scene. Let's not include it anymore because we did jump the gun. But for him to say, I mean, Eman, I remember you was happy, especially you did an emergency live when Kevin Feige came out and said that we jumped the gun. Yeah. I mean, that gave me hope. I was like, okay, since Kevin Feige is coming out and saying this now, we're still not going to get T'Challa in this film,
right?
But they're going to leave it open,
which was fine. Nobody asked for nobody was asking for nothing immediate, but like
exactly.
Just don't permanently lock that door.
And I got the link here.
I saw one of your streams, the Wilson Duke. He even had a kind of alluded to it in his interview, like we were dealing with the multiverse and magic. Kind of opened it up, the conversation. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, we may get some hope. I think all of us just wanted a straight up recast. If we can just, Thanos sit and have what we want, I think we would have a straight recast. But I was able to accept a multiverse T'Challa coming in and something, a timeline, whatever, Secret Wars, whatever. But now, man, Scar's here. Baby T'Challa's here. They got these babies running around.
Baby Thor.
No daddy.
Baby Thor. Yeah, geez. It's I don't like it. I don't like it. I just don't. I don't like it. So, but it's here, and I just don't. I don't have anything to look forward to, bro. As far as Black Panther and the MCU right now.
If they do invest in them, if they do, because like I said in the video, like I didn't like it either, but it would help me sleep at night, at least if they pushed the character and gave the character all the good qualities that we were hoping for in Chadwick's version. Would that help you? If you saw this character become like one of the top 5 martial artists in the world, become one of the top 8 smartest people in the world, became a king, became a ruler, like if you saw that, would you at least feel better? Yeah, I mean, it's gonna take a while.
2032. Yes, but to be honest with you, that's the only option. If you're not going to do that, what's the point?
Yeah.
To me, like, are you serious? Yes, 2 + 2 is 4. What else were you thinking?
Is there another time jump happening, gentlemen? To get
listen, I hope so. We're dealing with Kang.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Kang is all about time jump. I'm like, look, they can do it. And I'd be very okay with it. Like,
I don't even want a time jump, bro.
If Shuri could all of a sudden just know martial arts, y'all could age up whoever you want.
So you would be cool. I think. Okay, so right now in the MC, what are we in? 2026? Is that the year?
2025
around there. Yeah.
So would y'all be cool if somewhere in Phase 5, since we're getting Kang, if we ended up in like 2033, 2037, would y'all be cool with that? Is that too far ahead or?
Sure, why not? Whatever.
I honestly think we are going to get another time jump, to be honest with you, because I think Young Avengers is what they want to do, and Speed and Wiccan have to grow, and I think we're getting another time jump sooner rather than later.
Time jump would make the most sense, just because if you forward the time in the MCU, you don't have to go recasting your young actors again.
Right.
You could just go. You can always go backwards and have them shoot things and be like, "Oh man, this is what it was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever." Because we kind of thought that's what they were going to do with the blip, but they just said, "Forget the blip." Like,
man,
we ain't